Focus.
Right, let's go and make the big one.
Looks like it's been repaired before though. Looks like they've replaced LED there manually. The rest of the board looks like it's been done by computer. Also up there. I'd say it was a second-hand board that I've got here. And it's up there. No, it's some kind of crack. Maybe that's what is it? Yeah. Looks like a here. I don't know. Although those do light up. It's these ones that don't. It's kind of strange. They all look okay. Although they do light up, they just don't get bright. Let's say Bluetooth. Right, focus. What is it? Module. I think that's a Bluetooth module and just soldered it on there. I can't tell. So where's the antenna? Which doesn't work. So this side didn't go underwater. This side here onwards did. It's going to be a bin job. You can't see anything wrong. It's got to be a component gone. I'll just take parts off it.
What?
I was hoping to send it back and get a refund. Because they said it's meant to be waterproof, but look at all the holes in it. There's no way it's waterproof. You go to the front side. You got the big hole here where the space bar goes underneath. Water would just drip down that. Plus you had these other big round holes here, not screw holes. So the ones that are sunk in the screw holes. Drop down. They didn't even have the other holes sealed, else it would have survived. You think the motherboard on the other side would have had some sort of silicone protection over key parts. Let's turn it on with no keys connected. Should be really bright. I'm just using a battery pack.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to the camera, thank you. Okay. You just see it still lights up the same way. And the battery pack is on and it turns itself off. Now it does this when you connect it straight to the PC as well. USB stays connected until the last light goes off and then it switches off. Then USB connects, else we could use it as a keyboard, but because it turns its power off to the circuit boards, none of the keys work. So I wonder if it's something to do with the battery circuit that's the problem. So maybe this we'll look at next, I don't know. So the battery was really hard to get out. They glued it. And they sealed the battery completely to make it waterproof though. The fire hazard. But unfortunately, I tried to cut the cables because I wanted to try and connect another battery into that little small connector they got there. It's the smallest one they've put on, which made it really fiddly. And the next size up is obviously like this one here. And it's twice as big and less fiddly. But unfortunately, that goes to a PC fan. I didn't know if I got a smaller one, but the solder broke as I was trying to strip the cable. Damn it. So, we're going to throw the cable through it in there, disgust with my bits and pieces. So now it's just disassembled fully apart. Major job, hours of work. And can't see anything wrong. Can see the circuit board there really fine. Looks like they sprayed it with some white stuff to make the clipper waterproof that level, which means it's sort of splash proof, you'd think. Though not waterproof. So what's that hole there for? That's where the power button is. There's the power button. I thought maybe if there was a short across that, it was always push down and turn off. But where does it go? Doesn't seem to go anywhere. Obviously it goes through the board, 2-layer board, as it must be. So yeah, that's a bidding job, $100 New Zealand down the tube. Time to pay postage and tax on it. But I can use the buttons, those ones there, apparently with my other keyboard, so I'll just keep them. Not sure if the caps are any use. So, a miracle, it's staying on. And as my theory was correct, the button somehow got corroded with the water going through, and I simply just ripped it off. Means it can't be used for Bluetooth, because that's what powers on the keyboard, I suppose. But we still haven't got the LEDs working in the middle. So far, so close. So yeah, I ripped off the button. So it must have got some water in there. Not the really best ideas, was it? So all I can say is capacitors are not lighting up the rest of the board here. But I bet if I put the caps on, it'll probably work with not regular keys again, even if they're not powered up. You can see they're semi-powered, but they're not. They're on low power going to them. You can see that's a red one. That's where the cursor key overlays. So, and the spacebar. I'll keep looking, never know. Alright, you can see it flickers, and that's because we don't see it with our eyes like that. But I've got it all working, and how I got it working is I flexed the board. I noticed it was slightly bent. What that had to do with water, I don't know. But as always, the middle part was off, regardless of me undoing everything and bending it. So maybe I can just use it as a regular keyboard. The Bluetooth won't work because the battery's now cut off, and I would have to get a new connector. Bluetooth sucked anyway. It needs an external antenna. I only worked 1 foot away from my MSI laptop. I see other people report it, but I think that's the Bluetooth over there. Right? Where's the antenna? There's no antenna. See what I mean? It's obviously using the circuit board that's been covered. Part of the circuit board, normally the outside or something, isn't it? So I should be able to reassemble it and see if the keys still work. So next phase. Not I'll probably use it because my new keyboard's way better. The Dragon 87 keys, where it moves these cursor keys, which are red. to another side bit, as you end up clicking them by mistake, I find anyway. So it's gradually going through all the colour cycles. It's just turned off the middle part. Resisted lifted maybe. That's a shame. It means it's always going to be an intermittent problem. I'll keep playing with it. See, it's so easy to bump the keys on the phone. Okay, now we can push function, that key there, and we can change the colour. It's going for all the different colours. And it's going back and forth on a rainbow. And this one I normally stick with is the brightest green, with a cursor keys red. Yay! It's finally all together and fully lighted. How long it lasts, I don't know, with the keys work. So we're going to have to plug it into the PC next and see if it works, and I think it will. It was hard figuring out the keys, especially over the side. Oh dear, oh dear. So it hasn't got the battery in it. Pulled the battery out.
Where's the battery?
I threw it in the ice cream container with bits.
Well,
I can always put a new battery in it.
what's so wrong with the battery?
Bluetooth looks like it's going to work, but of course it's pointless without a battery. So it connected fine to the laptop. Here's my new keyboard, way nicer than the 60 key one. Unfortunately, it looks like the T key don't work, so I'm not too sure if it can be fixed. But so it's probably time now to give up on this. It's probably a lifted resistor on the contact on the T key after me flexing it to try and get the LEDs to make contact. Just a bit unfortunate. I've tried the reset, hold down the escape caps, or hold down escape M5 as the suggestions here. And the software talks to it and told it to do a reset there as well. But yeah, all the LEDs work, so I can push different functions here of light patterns. And that's blue. I think you can go function right arrow to change the colours. No, that one I'm not too sure about. Oh, that one's going through all the different colours. That's pretty cool. I suppose you could use it for pattern effects, if anything, instead of a keyboard. Christmas keyboard. For the next one, rainbow effect. There you go, look at that. Pulsating like Knight Rider car. Zoom. was next one. Just rainbow without the effect. Next one. This is the one I generally use. Nice and bright at night time. Cursor keys are red. Well, it's just unfortunate the T key don't work. I've tried switching out pots, so it's got to be on the circuit board. So I don't know. But yeah, it was a good exercise to see what I could do. You could always remap the key T to something you don't use very often, like the right Alt key probably. Well, that's a cursor key there. Perhaps the window key you don't use that much. That's a pain in the bum to stick with a new keyboard. I've got it set in my colour arrangement there, but that can do all the same things, if not more, than this one.